creating and you're building your brand, you want to have something that people come to look forward to, whether it's a countdown in the beginning, because we're going to be going over some components for you to be able to build your channel, your presence, fearlessly in the places that you desire to show up as a YouTuber and podcaster. And so, of course, your intro and outro can be a staple. Just create it once as a video, and I'll share some tools in the description area of your plan membership so that you'll be able to create your own, so that you will have that standard branding to really show what you're about and what ways people will be able to connect with you as a call to action and link, as you saw in that example, and you will see again in the outro, and you always see when you're in our live Fearless Creator event, including our Fearless Fridays. All right, so now we're going to go to our class outline. So for today, the instructional outline for today includes 3 key components, and one of that being the Fearless Creator Method KISS framework, which you all are familiar with to a degree. I know we have a replay of the Plan to Profit webinar masterclass, and that is something that you are able to access as well in the plan. And so we're gonna basically go over this really quickly, so it's a refresher for you to be able to remember this as you are looking to incorporate this in your fearless creation, and that includes the KISS framework. And then 2, we're going to go over YouTube channel main optimization. So I'm going to show you very quickly how you're going to be able to optimize your channel. Your homework is going to be between now and next session for you to get that done, and I'd love for you to post screenshots of you having completed that in the Facebook group, because I think that will build interest in others being able to maximize, giving a sneak peek of what we've covered today. And then the WhatsApp, of course, is reserved for our internal communication as we've been having with our strategies, our meetings, and collaborations. All right, so that's going to be the second thing we'll go over, so you'll know exactly how to do that. And then thirdly, maximize your content calendar plan. So I will do a demo of you seeing what my content calendar plan looks like, and then how you are going to be able to create your own with what is included with the 2022, which is the date of this recording, that particular content calendar plan that you have access to as well. All right, so all of that, is included. You see here a visual. So I want you guys to maximize. This is one of the problems that we see from those who have, whether it's a course access or a mastermind access, they're not making the best use of the resources that are available to them. And that is why, even though I could have just put all of the training, all of the information and resources and dump it in something for people to work their way through, and still charge what, the very minimal cost effective price, that we do have, I wanted to add this component where we have this group mentorship where you all are able to work through the materials with some guidance and get that help and support and accountability like you do with the group that we have. And you guys are actually founding members of this. So I'm really excited that you guys are having that opportunity to kind of help flesh through how to make things better and more streamlined and effective for everyone involved. All right, so while we're on this screen, I spoke a little bit about the word that is really vital for you to consider, and that's the first thing on our outline today. The Fearless Creator Method that includes the KISS framework is vital because people get overwhelmed. We get overwhelmed. Even before the actual presentation here today, we spoke about the fact that as a fearless creator, we're multi-passionate beings, and we heard being referred to someone that, can do it all. But should you be doing it all? Should you actually have your hand in all of these different pots, and then you come to find that you're the jack of all trades and not truly the master of something that is of great value to you? your community and the people that you're called to serve. And so I want you to consider that in this moment. How can you keep it simplified and streamlined? That is the KISS framework. And of course, we've gone more in depth in that in previous trainings and in what is accessible in the plan. But I want you to keep that at the top of the mind as we go through the next two portion of today's, instruction. So with this particular presentation, the YouTube channel optimization, we're going to go to that portion right now. We'll go ahead and show exactly where you need to go so that you can maximize your own channel. So when you come in, you're going to go into the YouTube studio. After you've logged in, you are going to want to make sure you have a trailer. So in the layout, you add your channel trailer, which someone who is not yet subscribed would see. You guys may have seen this before. When you go to my channel, a video starts to play. When you go to anyone's channel, a video will start to play. And so you want to just record one if you don't have one, where you're doing a greeting, an introduction to you. And I had to go in and optimize it before this actual instructional video because I realized mine still said 2021 special greeting and giveaways. And of course, we're in 2022. And some people forget to do that even on their websites, their blogs. They forget to change the copyright at the bottom. But you want to show that you are ever present and you're staying relevant and up to date. And so it's important that if you do have any years on your content, that you go back and you optimize it. You see here, I'm going to have to change my thumbnail. I wanted to show that example here, but I plan to go back and change that because that's a part of your content creation. Is we talk about making sure you optimize, and we talk about making sure that you look at the analytics, see what's working. So the time that you take in going back to your channel, seeing if your customization is working for your brand and where it is today, and also making sure that your thumbnails are up to date with what people are looking for as a standard industry way of creating that is going to attract viewers and attract people. You can also have a featured video for returning subscribers if you want to have a different kind of video for people who are already familiar with you and you want to give them a separate call to action. Then that's where you would put this component. And you'll see when you select it, there's a 3 dots right here. When you're changing your layout, you can change your video. You can choose a specific video, or you can remove if you wanted to select an option of removing that. Then there are featured sections. So you want to add featured sections if you want people to go through a playlist and keep consuming content from you as you keep creating that content, and we give you feedback, learning and growing together. All right. You'll want to become a mastermind plan member or partner to unlock the full training. We're going to get back to our screen. All right. So that's what we went over today. We went over the Fearless Creator Method Refresher KISS framework, which is keep it simplified and streamlined. We have that Fearless Creator Method guide that you have access to. If you need a refresher, please go back to that, because you are going to be reminded of replicating, utilizing your templates, and then replicating what's working, right? And making sure that you're maximizing your efforts with what is working already and not reinventing the wheel. And then you want to make sure, like we've gone over today, that you are optimizing your YouTube channel. The main aspects there that you are going to complete as your assignment, and you're going to share with the community so we can celebrate that you've taken action today and remind you of what's possible as you work towards your goal of your first 100, your first 500, your first 1,000, and keep going up the ranks of being able to reach further and being able to impact greater. Okay, so, and then the thirdly is you're maximizing your content calendar plan. You see how easy it is having that framework and that template, and then going from there. So now you're going to go into this component so that you are able to work and think about what you have available to you as a plan member, I do want to take any questions before we go into just you co-working, getting your work done. This is hopefully something to just get you fired up to start working on what it is that we presented and shared with you in this presentation today. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to go to our amazing mastermind members who are here with us live. That this is the advantage, right, of coming live to the trainings and the opportunities that we have here, so that you can get your questions in live, and then of course you have the support of one another, in the group and in the WhatsApp and all the other places where we're coming together. So I want you guys to go ahead, take action. Let me see your YouTube channel main optimization. You know, give ask people for feedback. If you create a video and you want to get that feedback from the group, go ahead and post that so that we can see how we can help you to make sure that you're conveying the message that you want to be conveyed. And then as you're working on your content calendar, plan for the rest of this hour or the rest of the time that you want to. Anytime you can go to it, but of course we have a designated time to really make sure that you're carving out the necessary time to maximize this resource and to help you with your content. Use it for your rooms that are upcoming. And then we're all going to support. The more you plan out in advance is the more you can make it available to others to come in and support you. Now you have a wheel that's ever turning, the blessing and the opportunity that you have through this community. And then we also want to make sure that you're going to take the time to think about the ultimate strategy. You're getting there. Keep it simple. You may not be there yet, but over time, if you just keep showing up, keep doing what you know to do and what we're sharing here, you're going to get there. Before you know it, you're going to have a plethora of resources like you see right here. And the value of what you have to provide, it's a no-brainer when you're looking to get people in with your freebie. And we've spoken about that before, and we'll go into that more in depth as time goes on. With your freebie, and that is included on the landing page when you're hosting through the clubs that we have to offer, and then taking them through a sequence with your email list. That's what's going to lead to profitability. As you make those collaborations, you make those connections, you show what you have to offer. And when you get a new idea for a new product, or you decide to improve on a product, you can say to your list, hey guys, check this out. And you see the dollars, you see the action being taken because you're constantly providing that fearless content, and you're being consistent in providing that value for your community that you're building and that you are having conversation with through your newsletter. So we'll touch on all those components, and know that you're not alone. I'm here with you. I love you guys tremendously. It's been a beautiful session.
Hello, I'm Elizabeth and from South Africa. I met Stacy through Clubhouse a year ago and I became a Fearless Plan member. I have to say, this whole community changed my life. I was very shy and didn't want to speak on air or on camera or anywhere. And the more I connected with these lovely ladies and a few men, we actually, my life, yeah, I'm doing this now. But Stacey has done 2 summits, and with both, I became a prolific bundle member. So I constantly go back to all those trainings, which is amazing. But the best part was in the last summit, we had a talk, and afterwards, we also were part of the clubhouse rooms. And one of the ladies were talking about how we multitask. And I am the master of multitasking. I have a wife, I'm a mom of 4, and I homeschool 3 of my 4 children. I have 7 businesses, of which one is a ministry that works internationally. So juggling all of that and being part of my community, I have to say it gets a little bit hectic, but I love it. And God has given me the ability to do all that. But the last few weeks or months, I found that I have this, I constantly have this thought that I should just hand over. So, yes, I do all of those things because I do believe in teams. And I have amazing teams, and I did hand over a lot of my tasks for the teams. So I'm just like telling everyone what to do, which is great. Um, but the last few months, I've been wondering, isn't there stuff that I can actually just hand off and not even tell them what to do, just completely hand off and forget about it? And in this summit, one lady said, "You guys, you know what? It doesn't mean if you can do everything, you should do everything. And there is people on this platform that should maybe think of just doing one thing." And I felt that that was specifically focused on where I am. I do believe that I am now handing off a lot of things, and I'm just focusing on one thing, which will be our ministry, which is state, and we'll talk a lot about it because Stacey loves what we do, and we are taking hands. I hope that's the right way of saying it, and we will share everything that's happening because we want everyone involved. Yeah, and the coaching that we do will still be in line with TED, so we're combining the two. Yeah, so that is one of the many amazing breakthroughs that I got from being part of the Fearless Creators, and I want to encourage you all. You know what? We all should have a coach. If we have the fearless creators, we have like many coaches, and it's so amazing the content that they create, the integrity that they do everything with. That's what it's all about. We get to know each other much better. We became family all over the world. Even me here in South Africa with a big time difference, we make time. They get up. One of our plan members, Oriana, got up one morning at 4 o'clock just to support me in one of my rooms on Clubhouse. And one of the other, all of the members, that's what we do. We support each other. It doesn't, time is not a factor. And we understand when life gets hard, but we pray for each other. We mentor each other. We're there for each other. So yes, that's what we're all about in the Fearless Content Creators Club. So become a part of us.